Hey there, how's it going? I want to kind of explain a little bit about poultry, and you kind of saw in your warm up. There's a lot of different birds that we use in our industry, and the general term for these birds that are domesticated are called poultry. And so who falls under poultry? It's not so much those macaws and parakeets that you have as pets. It's going to be more so these animals that we use for agriculture. So it can be geese, chickens, turkeys. There's game birds, ducks, ostriches, and emus that kind of fall into that category. So some of the vocabulary words that you might come across. You've always talked about the act of giving birth. Well, if you didn't know, birds don't give live birth. They actually produce eggs, and those eggs hatch. So really awesome process that we won't get to go too much into detail about, but nonetheless pretty awesome. Some of those birds are aquatic birds. So that special word is called waterfowl. Now, what are those types of birds that are aquatic birds? Well, there's ducks and geese that kind of fall under that category. It's those birds that live in water. So birds, maybe not just only a chicken, even though that's what I put here, but the birds that are meant for egg production, those are called layers. They're a laying bird, or they lay eggs. So they are a layer. A meat chicken or a meat bird is called a broiler. Let's see. For chickens, we're going to kind of focus on the words for chickens. So with a newborn chicken is called a chick. A young female could be a chick, but also it's called a pullet. A pullet. A mature female chicken is called a hen. An intact male, young male, is called a cockerel. A mature intact male is called a rooster. So next we're going to talk about for turkeys. So young turkeys are called poults. Mature female is called a hen, so same as chicken. But when it comes to male, they are called a tom. So you'll have toms and you have hens. For waterfowl, we have, for geese, we have a young goose called a gosling. A mature male goose is called a gander. Now, there's actually no real female word. There's only for the males for these ones. So the mature male duck is called a drake. Anyone know what a baby duck is called? You got it. Duckling. So those are the words that we use for waterfowl. So in this unit, even though most of the information applies to all the different birds for the most part, we are really going to focus on the egg production chickens and meat production chickens. So that's the egg layers, and that is the broiler chickens. So in this image, you can kind of see if you can kind of guess which one is a meat chicken versus a laying chicken. What are those characteristics? Well, if you think about it, for a meat chicken, you want the biggest body because that meat is the muscle. So which one has the biggest body and the biggest body structure? Well, it's actually going to be this one. This one is a meat breed. And this breed is majority that they are bred for the meat production. These two breeds, these ones are meant for egg laying. And you can kind of see the difference, like the focus, though you can kind of see like this is actually mostly feather, but their body structure is not as meaty as this bird. So you can kind of see the difference. What's really cool, fun fact, an earlobe color of the chicken helps determine the color of the egg. So we actually have lots of different colors of eggs, and maybe I'll show a picture in the next video, but there can be chickens that have blue eggs and green eggs and brown eggs and pink eggs and white eggs. So it's not just the general white egg that you might see in the grocery store. But guess what? All those eggs, even though regardless of color, nutritionally are all the same. So anyways, fun little fact about that. And we're going to talk about eggs later. But yeah, this is kind of the, you can kind of see the difference between the two different types of chickens that we might see in our agriculture industry. So I'm gonna continue the poultry industry kind of video later because I don't want to give you too much information. But if you have any questions, email me. Please don't hesitate to ask. We can have a discussion, or if you have questions about chickens or whatever my case may be, let me know. Just email me. Otherwise, happy distance learning, and hope you enjoy your time as we discover and maneuver our way through distance learning. Have fun. Have a wonderful week.